So I don't normally do reviews on computer power supplies because there's not a whole lot to review about computer power supplies. However, I did want to do a review on this one because this is rather interesting. Usually when you buy a computer power supply from Amazon or some other online retailer that isn't the actual manufacturer of the OEM power supply, it's going to look, I mean, they try to make it look kind of like the original, but you can clearly see that it is not the original. This is an OEM power supply for my Surface, and you can see it's also all scratched up and old, but this is the real deal. This is a real thing. This actually came with my Surface Pro. I'm sorry, no, came with my Surface laptop. And there's a different one that came with my Surface Pro. But anyway, it looks very similar to this. I don't have, I have a Surface Pro 6, so it is not the latest version. So maybe the newer ones might have this type of a sticker on them as well, but all the ones that I have don't. But you know, they are original. It's Microsoft. This is a 44 watt. It's got the USB port here. You know, pretty straightforward power supply. It's got the, you know, Microsoft proprietary magnetic connector. Very nice. Found this one on Amazon, made by NLIL Tong. Nalil Tong. Okay, I'm assuming this is some type of a Chinese brand. They're taking great pains to make you think this is a OEM Microsoft power supply. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this is the real deal. This is not. I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, it has all the little funky little stickers, which I'm sure they didn't meet all these certifications in here. This is 65 watt. This is a 44 watt. One key difference you can see, this is kind of like a snap together or glued together. I don't know if it's going to come in the video, but you can kind of see how the pieces meet together here. Whereas the Microsoft one is just like, it almost looks like a solid block. It is, you know, sealed and glued together, but the affinity of the actual joints and everything is much tighter than it is. You can clearly see them on this one. You know, you can clearly see where the joints meet and everything. I mean, it works just fine. Powers up the devices. I haven't had an issue with it, and I'm assuming it can supply up to 65 watts. But they're taking great pains to make it, to masquerade it, even with these trademarked Windows Pro stickers that are on here, to make it look like it's a real Microsoft made power supply. It is not. So please don't be fooled and think that you're getting a Microsoft power supply on the cheap. You're not. You're getting a Chinese version of a Microsoft power supply that is likely not going to be as good as the original. And I can tell you that that's more than likely the case because I've purchased a couple of these in the past. They don't last anywhere near as long. I have all of my original Microsoft ones all the way back to my original Surface. Not Surface 1 or 2. It's the original Surface. The power supply still works. I have yet to have one of these die. This one, my cat stepped on it and broke the connector, but after I super glued everything back together, it works just fine. Two of these other knockoffs have died. One within 6 months, another one within a year. So these are not as good as the originals. But they're also, you know, probably a quarter of the price of an original. So anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that they're getting really good at copying the real thing, but it's not the real thing. All right, talk to you later.